The Southport stabbing suspect, Axel Rudakabana, appeared in a BBC Children in Need promo video aged 11, newly uncovered footage has revealed.
It's that time of year again! You could even dress up as every Doctor Who ever.
The now 17-year-old appeared in court on Thursday, charged with murdering 3 young girls at a dance studio in a knife attack on Monday.
Hey fam, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there is having a good Wednesday. Y'all, we missed the upload on Monday. I got struck down, blocked some content I had on my video. I disputed it. It took 24 hours to finally go through. They took the dispute off, posted it, but the algorithm was all messed up. I was going to delete the video and re-upload it, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that again. We're just going to ride the wave. Video didn't do too good, but hey, we're back today. Back with another reaction. That video was just doomed from the get-go. I had a phone call interrupt me while I was reacting. I forgot to edit it out. I got some messages saying, you know, at least delete the phone calls. Oh my God, I left that phone call. I'm glad I didn't say nothing stupid on the phone call, but it was a smooth phone call. I was nice and respectful because sometimes I get a little snappy with people, and I should have got snappy with that guy because you know what he quoted me for? 2 bedrooms for 240 square feet. You know what he quoted me to do those 2 bedrooms? $4,200. I got a guy coming over tomorrow. He's gonna do it for $800. So I should, like, I'd look at it and cuss him out on live TV in front of you guys. But anyways, y'all, we're back with another reaction. I ain't gonna sit here and talk to you guys' ears off. Hopefully today the YouTube gods don't mess with me and they let this video come out, content, everything's good. Fingers crossed, y'all. No, I'm not Illuminati. I don't know why I do this. It's a habit. Don't judge. Let's get into the reaction.
All those people were saying plant-based meat is the future. Like, the fuck it is. It's really bad for you. Not only that, it's monocrop agriculture, which is terrible for the land. It's terrible for living creatures. If one life equals one life, you're way better off buying cows and eating cows than you are buying corn. Because in order to grow a stalk of corn, a lot of shit has to die. And you're controlling enormous swaths of land with only one crop. That is totally unnatural. Doesn't exist anywhere in nature. And in order to do that, you have to poison everything else. If you want to buy plant-based food and plant-based meat, you're supporting monocrop agriculture, industrialized farming, and you're supporting very unhealthy food.
I totally agree 1,000%.
Gentleman who had a GoPro high definition attached to his head watching the concert. Up close, watching Aldine in the middle of Barstool, shots rang out, and he starts running. And he continuously records the entire time. So it's one of the best sequences of footage because we can timestamp it. We know when things happened because it never stopped recording. It's all high def. So these are folks leaving the gate. There's the Luxor, the giant pyramid-looking one. There's the Delano. There's the Mandalay Bay. You might have appreciated some flashes there by Luxor, but there's some more flashes. You're looking at the airspace between the hotels.
There is flashes, y'all. That's crazy.
And there's a lot of flashing going on between the hotels in the airspace. I took this footage and I slowed it down, and others have done the same. Take the HD version, you slow it down, and take a look what you see. So we're looking in the airspace. You're going to see flashes of light up there in the airspace. There's another one over there. Look between the hotels. There's another.
Yep, I see it.
Yep. And
wow.
Keep watching. There's going to be a big sequence where you see multiple elevations going at once. There's one. There's another. People all running for their lives. There's another. There's another. There's another higher elevation. Look at that. Thump, 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 thump. There was a gentleman who had...
Yeah, so there was a...
See, it's things like that why England, UK is on the verge of a civil war, right? Truth starts coming out. The people that are asleep, which are the masses, those are the people out there in UK that are starting a civil war. The people that were asleep, that it hit them like, holy crap, this has been going on. We've known this, right? So it's the sleeping that we have to wake up. And there's a lot of them, There's people, there's grown men still getting pissed off that their football team lost. You know what I mean?
First thing I want to talk about is the crime scene. What's weird about it? The window that we're told he shot out of wasn't broken in the original body camera footage from the canine handler.
Okay.
Right?
That's a little important.
It's a little bit important. Check this out.
I do not have a broken window.
Pay attention to that pillar there and that curtain.
We've got curtains open on a window that's not broken. It's us. Corey, it's us.
All right, that is very important because there's only one pillar in the whole room that would have a window to that side of it.
Right.
That would have that curtain. I looked. I did a lot of research to check and back up what Mindy Robinson says. That's for sure the window that I'm going to show you in this picture here.
Okay.
So there you can see it. There's the pillar, right?
Yep.
The pillar on the left, the window on the right with the funky looking thing, right? Only window that would look like this, according to the rest of the layout of the room.
Right.
This is the window he was shooting out of. There's the spent casings, the broken glass, and the hammer that's not there. He's not crunching on glass. He's not slipping over spent casings.
Right.
And he's saying specifically, this window is not broken. And when this footage leaked to the press, when it was sued for to get this, there is a 10-second or 20-second omission you can find. If you can go watch it on NBC, it cuts out the part, this window's not broken. Here's an open curtain, no broken window.
Wow.
It's completely cut out of CNN's coverage. It's cut out of NBC's coverage. It's cut out of every single mainstream media coverage of that leaked body cam footage.
Venezuela and England are on the verge of having civil wars. Ukraine just got their F-16s. The stock market in Japan just fucking plummeted. Israel and Iran are on the verge of nuking each other this week, and we barely have a president. And we're all just fucking going to work like everything's chipper. Like there's not similar shit or worse shit coming down the pipeline for us. It doesn't matter who wins this election. It's not going to be good. It's in the air. You can feel it. It's tangible. With the stock market in Japan tumbling, they lost ungodly amounts of money. And during all this, where is Joe? All I've fucking seen is Kamala's face, them toting her around like she's the president. It's not even a guarantee that she's gonna be the nominee. Even though it doesn't fucking matter, because anybody they pick is gonna be hand-picked with no vote. Nobody's gonna get a say in it. It's gonna be a, this is what you get, and if you don't like it, too fucking bad. It's a scary, scary time. And I feel like there's a very large chunk of people that are just trying to pretend like shit's not getting worse. And in fact, it is. Who knows? I guess we'll see in the next couple months. Put on your fucking seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish I would have put the clip in here because it's just that clip just hit me. But PBD, Patrick Bet David, broke it down earlier in the year that this year of 2024 is going to be a crazy year because the most elections in 1 year of all time happened this year. I'm not going to say the number, but it's a lot. Over 15 elections in major countries that are, you know, that have some real money are having elections. And look what's happening. Look at all the crazy stuff that's happening this year. Stock markets crashing, civil wars, Iran, Israel, losing our president. He's nowhere to be found. Crazy stuff is happening, y'all, and a big election hasn't even happened yet. I think it's all boiling up to that big election in November.
This is not a drill. I'm literally at Chase. I came to the bank. They're stopping you at the door, talking about the systems are down. Get your money out these banks now.
Now, I just tried to I did make a transfer from my individual Fidelity account into my checking account because we got the people coming to do our floors tomorrow, right? And my money went through because I called. I was about to be pissed and give him a piece of my mind. But before I did that, there was a little notification on top of the Fidelity account saying some transfers to your bank are not working right now. Right after the market just crashes like that. So some people ain't getting their money. I called. He said everything's good to go. The money's in the account. You'll be able to move it. That lady's got her video, her clip, you know, has some truth to it. I haven't been to no major bank and people holding you out from going inside. But, you know, my Fidelity account, when I was about to make a transfer, before I did that transfer, it said some people aren't allowed to take money out of their accounts. I don't know, scary thing. I've never seen that. I've made a lot of transactions because that's just my savings account that gets a little interest, nothing crazy, but better than sitting in my, you know, my credit union bank account, right? I'm getting about 3.5%, something like that. But anyways, yeah, that's something to be thinking about, right?
It's done.
A packed room at the St. Paul Armory erupted after the governor's signature made driver's license for all the law of the land.
I wanted to ask you something, actually. What? At the white party?
Oh, here we go. This is exclusive 1v. Or,
bro,
yeah, no, you guys talk about it. We'll sit out for a little bit.
I don't know how I got home, but something remembered that like you helped me or something. But I don't really remember though.
It was super late, maybe.
Yeah, it was late.
Were you guzzing there?
Yeah.
Oh, like wasn't that like a week and a half before the fight?
Yeah.
Really?
I was on some John Jones shit.
No, but you had a blast though.
It was great.
It was amazing. That was your first time, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lit.
Oh, you're a white party vet.
I'm a vet. Yeah.
But Ruben
we
had
couldn't make it this year. I just want to get clear.
But they're telling us she's the greatest of all time and how amazing of a VP was. And this is mainstream media pre her being the presidential candidate. Go ahead, Rob.
Reports that say that you have the lowest approval rating of any vice president.
Well, there are polls that also say I have great approval ratings.
Swing voters don't like Harris. How big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
She's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably Biden's worst political decision.
They don't like her. There's lots of reasons they don't like her.
Kamala Harris's approval rating is now at 28%, which is an historic low for any modern vice president.
We're hearing it from mainstream media, one outlet after another, one leak after another. That Kamala Harris is the worst vice president ever, the worst politician ever.
Whoa, wait a minute.
See, that's anointing, right? People call me a Trumper, right? That's why people have been hating Trump forever. Well, not forever, but for about 8 years, right? Give or take. But just not too long ago, these same people that are all over MSNBC and CNN are saying she's the greatest of all time. She's first this, first that, and we love her. She's the best. When that's their true feelings. And they're hiding those true feelings from you, right? That's why I don't support that.
Size this guy.
This isn't the clip I saw.
So much bigger. Look how big he is. He's so much bigger than Joe. He's so much bigger. Like he gained a legitimate 6 inches. Look how tall he looks. She's wearing heels as well. Maybe they just fucking jolted him up with some Wolverine juice. Like,
Hold on. So you're telling me Quavo took $20,000 to go do, and then Megan Thee Stallion took $20,000 to go fucking do that? Yeah, alright, that's bad.
Wait, Megan, she did that for 20K?
Megan and Quavo did it for 20K.
What the fuck?
Jeez, what are your thoughts?
There's no way she did that for 20K. I thought she's a multi-millionaire. Yeah, I fall for all these rappers. Like, they're not rich, bro.
Take a look at this commercial with
They're
LeBron
not.
James and Lil Wayne and tell me
Famous,
what you notice.
but they ain't rich.
Here in a second. I will show you. I will also point it out too, just for those that don't see it. But I'm going to see if you catch it here in a second. And it's around the 40-ish second mark. You will see it here in a few coming up. But you will view this commercial and think it's just a normal commercial and it's just a party like what celebrities do and stuff like that. But there is a certain number they show right here in a second. Here it comes. See it? Right here on the clock. And that's truth in plain sight, because these people will always, one way or the other, they will show you their signs and symbols. As you see on the clock. 3, 3, 0. Take out the 0. 33. If you know, you know.
A big boy. A dolphin.
Look at the size of the thing. Oh, he coming on to touch it.
I want to catch it. Oh yeah, it's knocking over.
Hey, go up front, go up front. What's he got? Give it to him.
I like pencils.
Where's the other one, bro?
I want to.
Oh! Brilliant!
Get up, get up.
Thing is aggressive.
Yeah, they've been fucking eating dolphins. Of course they're aggressive. How does he get your hands out of them? For watching.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
That's right.
Yes, we will.
Tim Dillon up top talking.
Watch her right after she delivers. She's in disbelief. Watch her after she delivers that 2024. She is in full, because by the way, in the middle of the night, they knocked on her door. It was like Game of Thrones. They knocked on her door. They're like, Joe's out. And she's like, oh, what do you mean? They go, he's out. And you're in. And it was Obama and Pelosi. Cy Hirsch just wrote the article. And they're like, and if you don't gain traction, you're out. So follow me. And she had to follow these people by candlelight. They led her down a long corridor, a long hall, and she's being led. And they all have sleeping caps on. It's the Middle Ages. And she's going down a long hall, and she goes into a room. So she has no idea how this even happened. She's like a teacher. She's like a teacher who's in front of the class, and she's like, oh, I was just in school, not even a couple of months ago, but now I'm in front of the class, and now it's my classroom, and these are my students. Watch her face after 2024, because she's taking it all in.
And we're going to do it again in 2024. Yes, we will.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, I cannot believe they are allowing this.
Hello. Rusty Rocket.
Check him out, Russell Brand.
Yeah, yes, also known as Russell Brand, yes. He's very, 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 very dear friend of mine. We go way back.
We've got a lot of history from the projects, of course.
Yeah. From back in the day.
Very rough in those days. There was a lot of bother in the projects, but we've come through it now. Things seem to be working out.
Yeah.
And I'd like to...
It felt a little. I'm sorry. Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I felt some affection. I didn't feel comfortable enough to sort of start embracing you, so I didn't want to be...
Oh, no.
I didn't want to overburden you with affection, but I felt that you were in a position to rest an arm on me. I mean, I didn't let it cross over into the area of being physically aroused or anything.
Yeah, none of that.
It was a bad thought.
The Southport stabbing suspect, Axel Rudakabana, appeared in a BBC Children in Need promo video aged 11, newly uncovered footage has revealed.
Is that time of year again? You could even dress up as every Doctor Who ever.
The now 17-year-old appeared in court on Thursday, charged with murdering 3 young girls at a dance studio in a knife attack on Monday. Rudakabana is also accused of 10 attempted murders, including those of 8 more children. Ology Kids Casting has also deleted a series of Facebook posts about Rudakabana. One post read, "Look out for Ology superstar Axel in the new promo for Children in Need." BBC Children in Need commented saying, "We have removed the video from all of our platforms out of respect to them." It is understood Axel Rudakabana was contracted by the BBC for the campaign video through a casting agency and has never had a relationship to the broadcaster. Axel was named for the first time on Thursday after a judge lifted reporting restrictions just days before his 18th birthday. The prosecution said he had an autism spectrum disorder diagnosis and had been unwilling to leave the house and communicate with family for a period of time.
There's no coincidence, right? The guy that starts in UK, I'm not going to say he started. I'm not from UK. I don't know. I'm just guessing. That was the tipping point. They've had enough. Was on a BBC commercial. The guy that attempted Trump was on a BlackRock commercial. They just throw it out there. We just haven't hit our tipping point yet, y'all. Maybe if he would have hit him square in the face, maybe that would have been the tipping point, right? But maybe that's what they wanted. Right? They know this guy was on a BBC commercial. They know maybe that's how they're going to react and start a big old civil war or whatever. They know. They ain't stupid. They're smart, right? That's why they're the puppet masters, right? They're smart.
Minneapolis is now the first major U.S. city to allow the Islamic call to prayer to be broadcast 5 times a day, starting at dawn. Mayor Jacob Fry signed it into law today. Kaya Edwards spoke with Muslim leaders about the change.
That's part of the eugenics movement.
You know, everybody can look into that of the 1900s, how they were trying to get rid of certain people. And that's how they started, with giving them a couple pokes. You know, it can help to eliminate the people. That's what they were trying to do. Yeah, when you look at all of this stuff, you know, you start to see that if we were really overpopulated and running out of land and all these resources, we would have ran out a long time ago. We would have actually ran out when that story started, you know, like maybe months later. But we're still going along, and there's so much land. I mean, our maps are total lies. You know, you look at the state of Alaska, it's almost 2/3 the size of the United States. You know, just the state of Alaska alone. Obviously, they don't want to tell anybody that. You know, so it's like, if we're running out of land, how are these things so large? And then if you look at the size of the United States compared to the size of, like, Russia, I think it's like 30 United States in the size of Russia. So then you sit there and go, wait a minute, what? I thought our map looks real big, you know, so you're being deceived on so many levels. And then even same thing with the weather, and them trying to tell us that the weather is changing. It's like, yeah, we have seasons. That's what happens. Then you also have, you know, solar dimming and weather modification plans taking place and things like that.
Okay, breaking news right now. Look for Joe Biden's account here on TikTok. Just wait a second though, but I want you to check it out. Everything's getting scrubbed. Go to Twitter. He used that one the most, like, personally, supposedly. It's scrubbed. Everything is getting scrubbed. All the videos, all the interviews and everything. What is happening? There's a lot of weird things happening. He's still the president. You know, it's kind of like this campaign has been so weird. It almost feels like Kamala's taking over already, right? And so what do you guys think is really happening? Let me know in the comments and follow me, because I don't waste your time.
I fact checked him. I looked up Joe Biden on TikTok. Couldn't find him. I don't know. I tried. Is this legit? Is this what it's looking like out there? Let me know, my UK family.
Turns out it's exciting.
There's been 3 incidences now, separate, but someone or the government's thinking that it's all connected. So there's the whole Palestinian-Israeli protests that are happening, you know, like all over the world.
Yep.
And someone went throughout Paris and spray painted the Star of David on people's homes that were Jewish, which is like, that's kind of freaky, you know?
Yeah, dude.
And then a week or so went by, and then all over Paris there was red handprints just everywhere, all over Paris. Like, there's going to be blood that's going to be shed.
And the blood's on their hands.
Yeah,
what they're saying too.
And then when this comes out, so this would have been 3 weeks ago, there was these, I believe it was 4 coffins that were just randomly placed in Paris, and then they opened it up and it said these coffins are meant for French soldiers fighting in Ukraine. And it's like, what? And so they're now thinking that Russia is behind a lot of these things to start dividing the country more and more and more. Because if you divide a country, it falls, right?
Wow.
And
just said the puppet masters, they're smart, y'all. You think that, let's just say, just like the technology in a past video we're 10 years behind. The way the puppet masters control us, they're 10 years ahead of us, y'all. Well, this next clip, much has changed in 8 years. Today, I can't run or jump because of my injuries sustained playing this game. Do not take the pills they give you. Do not take the injections they give you. If you absolutely must, consult an outside doctor to learn the long-term implications. Byron Jones, he had to retire at 30, I believe. We got a clip that goes deeper into it next, but I thought I'd read his tweet because on the clip, they only show it for a couple seconds.
I saw this story on Byron Jones, one of the most athletic NFL players in recent history. Check his combine numbers out if you don't realize this. Let me let y'all in on a secret. He's right. He says he can no longer run or jump because of injuries that he sustained while playing the game of football. He said, don't take the pills and don't take the injections. What are the pills and what are the injections? I remember there was a pill we called the pink pill while I was playing. The pink pill, I don't even know what kind of drug it was, but essentially it would like completely numb your pain. Now, later on, I heard it was maybe the combination of 10 ibuprofens or 10 Advils in one pill. That was a peak pill. The injections he's talking about is usually the T-shot, the Toradol shot. Y'all have heard about that one. But the Toradol shot, I have played through a torn groin with the Toradol shot, a torn MCL with the Toradol shot. Now, it seems like Byron's experience is the most extreme of NFL players. But I remember when I broke my thumb, I heard a pop. I was playing for the Philadelphia Eagles at the time. I went to the training staff and said, hey, I heard a pop. They said, it's probably just scar tissue. I instantly said, take me to a trainer, take me to a doctor immediately. Why? There's a superstar player. I will keep him nameless for the Philadelphia Eagles. He now plays for a different team. Superstar player. He said, Acho, I got hurt. I told him I heard a pop. They told me it was scar tissue. When I went and got an MRI, it looked like a bomb had gone off, the doctor said, in my abdominal region. So when I broke my thumb and said I heard a pop, and they said it's probably just scar tissue, I said, no. Let me go get an MRI immediately. It turned out my thumb was broken. I never played another down of football in the National Football League. Byron Jones is onto something. There's a lot that is pretty about the game of football. But for y'all at home, there's a lot that's ugly too. I just wanted to give y'all a little inside scoop on what really goes on to the NFL along with all the glory and glamour.
I mean, I don't know if this is true.
Wow.
But there's a lot of people who think Pokemon is one of the many tools of Satan. Have you heard this before?
I've heard you told. I remember I think I've heard it from you.
It's not just me, but I want to sort of trace a timeline here. You were playing Pokemon, and then you decided to go fight in Ukraine.
I was playing Pokemon for 2 months. Is that enough time, do you think? I don't know.
So somewhere while you were playing Pokemon, and just tell me the truth, is that when sort of you started thinking it might be a good idea to go fight in a war?
I had more kind of aimless thoughts, let's just say, when I'd be fighting and everything on the game. I was letting my mind wander. And part of that, again, I was involved in combat on the game.
All right. See, this is what many folks are saying, is that somehow built into Pokemon, it's this hypnotic, satanic game that is seductive in nature, that the Pokemon themselves represent various entities, demons. Have you ever heard of the Lesser Key of Solomon?
Mm-mm.
Can we pull up the Lesser Key of Solomon?
Duncan Trussell have his own podcast.
Pokemon, I guess you could call this.
I like Duncan.
Okay, holy breaking news. The government in Bangladesh has just been overthrown. I am not kidding. Here are the details. So, protesters have just stormed the Prime Minister's official residence, and they started filming themselves looting the palace and even eating her food in the kitchen. She has now resigned, and I'll get to why that's so massive in a second, and she's fled the country to India because the protests, which you remembered I covered a few weeks ago, they kept on getting worse, they became even more deadly, and they refused to relent. So, for anyone that doesn't know, this is so incredibly massive because she has been the Prime Minister for Bangladesh for over 15 years. So if someone even a month ago said, she would step down to young protesters, predominantly students, demanding her resignation, a month ago, that would have been unthinkable. But today, it happened. It says what started as a political movement became a mass uprising, and there's even reports that the military was the one that put a lot of pressure on her to step down. In an address to the nation, the army chief general announced that an interim government will now run Bangladesh, and they called for calm. Absolutely wild times we're living in right now, and that's not even mentioning all of this stuff simultaneously happening in so many other countries. I'll keep you guys updated.
Like I said on the earlier post, PBD called it the biggest election year of all time. So many countries are having elections, right? Crazy stuff's happening, y'all. I hate to say it, but if Kamala wins and there's some false things to get her in there to win, I could see this stuff happening, right? And the media is going to twist it like how bad Trump supporters are and Trump, blame it on Trump and all that. But a lot is at stake with this, y'all. I truly feel if she wins, I mean, America's on its way out, but we're done. I think something serious is going to happen in those next 4 years, a big war, something, right? Something.
It started to get to me after a while.
What do you mean?
I've always been conflicted about it, I guess, but I wasn't conscious of it until later, years later. You know, at first I was just blown away by the chance, the opportunity, the challenge of making this film, and I went into it like it was a regular film, like another production of mine, not thinking too much about the long-term effects, what it would mean to society if it was ever discovered.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You're referring to something.
The fake moon landing.
The rumor about the fake moon landing. You're saying is not a rumor or not? Is not an urban legend. You're saying it's true.
Yes. I'm sorry. I thought you knew that. But
no, I didn't. I mean, I've heard it like anyone else has heard it, but you.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was fake.
Wait. Okay. And I thought, I have written down, and I thought you agreed to talk about Barry Lyndon. You agreed to talk about The Killing, Clockwork Orange. I mean, we're going to cover all these films, and I hope we still can. But what you're telling me is this? Because I've never. I think it would make the news if you're telling me now for the first time. And why me? Why not CNN or?
What? The rumors were true.
Okay. Okay, well, I obviously want to understand what the hell what you're talking about here. Okay, but why are you telling me? I'm a nobody. Like
the moon landings were fake.
Okay, and I want to hear what the hell. I'm sorry, what the hell you're. I don't know. Tell me how, what, when, where. I'd like to hear the story about this. But why are you telling me? And is that so? That's the 15-year thing. So that makes sense now. That's why I can't release this for 15 years. That makes total sense now.
Yes.
Is this?
See what I'm saying? Let's just say they came out and told us 2009. They haven't even told us, right? But we started realizing it probably about 2009, right? I'm sure there were some people, but a lot of people didn't start thinking about that until social media came around, right? 30 years. They called that the greatest, leap for mankind? The moon landing? The greatest achievement man has ever done in the history of the earth? Puppet Masters, y'all. They're 30 years ahead of us. We didn't find out till 30 years later, and we still haven't got the truth, right? And if they came out and told us something, do we care? No, at the end of the day, we ain't going to go flip the White House upside down, are we? No, we're going to make a couple videos about it. You got to have some comments about it at the end of the day, right? Let's be real. Life's going to go on. That's how these Puppet Masters work. They got it down to a science, y'all. Hope the YouTube gods don't screw me on this video.
A stretch, or is he onto something?
I gotta start keeping my mouth.
The whole world sing. Let the lyrics come up there so you can see them. I've been alive forever, and I wrote the very first song. I put the words and the melodies together. I am music, and I write the songs. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love and special things. I write the songs that make the young girls cry. I write the songs, I write the songs. My home lies deep within you, and I've got my own place in your soul. Now when I look out through your eyes, I am young again, even though I'm very old. That was Satan speaking through Barry Manilow.
God himself is singing those songs through people in the worship industry. Why wouldn't the devil also be doing the same thing? The devil, who was the worship leader in heaven before he was cast down in judgment, is still doing what he's always been doing, using music to manipulate the masses. Be very careful what you consume, folks.
All right, family, there you have today's reaction. I feel like I gotta start. I'm little old Segovia, y'all. I still feel like I got 5 people watching me. I forget sometimes that, we're getting 10,000 views, 5 to 10,000 views a video, right? I forget. So we'll see how this video does, but I might have to tone it down a little bit because I get on here and I speak my mind with you guys, and you know, like we're chilling in the man cave, right? But anyways, y'all, that's today's reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you made it this far, thumbs up, like, comment. If you're new here, we post daily. Subscribe, y'all. We got the floor people coming in tomorrow to hopefully put the floor in. He's gonna try to finish tomorrow, he said. If not, he'll come in here on Thursday and finish up. So be sure to check out my Discord down below. I'm gonna be posting before and after pictures of that floor, and then we can start decorating the baby's room, y'all. But hey, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the man cave. I gotta go drop about $600 right now for the flooring. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, y'all. Later.